Hallelujah. Look at this beautiful woman. Hallelujah. Whole life was a shambles. Grew up in a broken home. Didn't understand what a father was, the love of the father, nothing. But this woman had the gospel. The gospel. And it did more than just emotionally help her. Tell them what God did.
Well, to sum up what he said in a short version, I grew up in a household with a very abusive father. I had no love. My mother was gone. She abandoned me at 11 months old. And I grew up in a house that was cursed with depression. My whole life I grew up with sin, being in bondage to sin, in a house of darkness, of fear. By the time I reached the age of 13, I wanted to see what can help me to get rid of that. I had nothing. I had nobody to minister Jesus to me, nothing. I thought that's just the way it was. So I started experimenting with alcohol and drugs. By the age of 15, I ended up in rehab. From how much I was drinking, the doctors told me that if I continued, my liver was going to be destroyed. And there was nothing that they could do because they don't give liver transplants to alcoholics. So they made me to go to rehab. During that time, I was so miserable. I was so depressed. That's all I ever knew. And I wanted to see what else was out there for me. So I started experimenting with more. It's not, you know, it's God that changed. But I began to experiment with homosexuality. And I thought that's what I was, a lesbian. That's the label I had, an alcoholic and a lesbian. I was in bondage, I was in sin. And then God sent, and I had no family back then, God sent a family to me to minister Jesus to me and tell me that there's something that can help me and there's someone who could change me. And I didn't believe it and I didn't see it. If somebody were to ask me 10 years ago if I would be here today, I would never believe. I would have probably laughed in their face. But here I am today, I'm healed. I have no sickness in my body. I have a family that loves me. I have passion for life. I have joy in my heart that will never die. And Jesus Christ changed my life completely.